Everybody, Questwise here, and today we're going to do our back to basics idea. Again, we're going to be talking about this, the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons second edition book of artifacts. This was not a video I planned to do today, to be completely honest with you. I was digging through my closet looking for something else last night before, and I found this in a box with a few other things, which we'll probably detail in the thing later. I had completely forgotten I even had this book, and I love this book. This book came out in 1993, and which subsequently the year I graduated high school, but it was written by David Zeb Cook. Very familiar if you're a fan of second edition Dungeons and Dragons. But what this is not just a book of magic items. This is a book of artifacts. Very powerful or very unique magic items that can be put into a game and into a campaign. Now, some of these are very powerful. Some of them are sort of a little bit more mundane, but what their purpose is in a game of second edition AD&D is to create a story within your campaign. These are not going to be things that you just stumble upon when you're, looting a dungeon. These are going to be things that the game master, or the dungeon master actually puts in to help create a story, to help create a further depth to a campaign as it's going on. And each one of these artifacts in here, most of them are drawn from the original Greyhawk setting. So there's a lot of things in here, like the Hand and Eye of Vecna. There are things like the Baba Yaga's hut, those kinds of things, and a bunch of other new ones as well too. It also supports things like Ravenloft, Forgotten Realms, Dark Sun, Al-Qadim, Dragonlance. There are a few in here that are specific to certain settings, but most of them are completely generic enough that they can be placed into any campaign. But this is a really cool book, and I'm really excited that I still have it, and I've been reading over, and there's just some great stuff. It's very, very second edition. The Orbs of Dragonkind, which are part of the Dragonlance saga and stuff as well, but just a ton of great things, all collected into one book. So things that may have been spread out across different things, like Dragonlance Adventures, or the Forgotten Realms Adventures, or the Greyhawk Adventures books, all collected into one area, as well as a whole bunch of brand new ones to use in any campaign setting. But artifacts, very cool, unique magic items that can be not unbalancing to a campaign, but can be driving a story for many, many sessions to come. The other thing that's also really cool about this is the book actually starts off with ways to create your own artifacts for your game, and gives you examples of how those things can be created, and given a story and a background and a history to help you sort of create your own, if there's not one in here that kind of fits the needs of your current campaign. But I just wanted to share this with you today because it is a very, very cool thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of these in the coming months, coming weeks, grabbing some stuff off my shelf and giving you a brief sort of overview of the product and whether or not you can pick this up. I'm going to check and see. Haven't looked at all yet if this is available on Drive-Thru-RPG as a PDF, or Dungeon Masters Guild as a PDF. And if so, I'll put a link down below. But I'm sure you can probably find some of these, maybe if you're lucky. Again, I don't know how much this book actually goes for an original, via half-price books or Amazon or eBay or whatever. But if it is available through the DMs Guild, I will put a link down below for you to check it out for yourself, because it's really a cool thing to have for your second edition games. And to be honest, it wouldn't be very hard to sit down and tool them up for your 5th edition games if that's what you wanted to use them for. There's just a lot of really cool stuff in here. That's a lot of fluff and a lot of background and a lot of campaign material that all you have to do is adjust some of the powers and abilities of certain things to make them completely compatible with 5th edition as well too. Till next time, I'm Questwise. Be safe and game on, my friends.